Welcome to Bio class, class 10, and here is a new chapter for you, control and coordination. You know that in multicellular organism, when they are having the several organ, to coordinate the organs and the systems, one control system is required. And here is the control system: the brain, spinal cord, and some accessory nerves. You know that the several organs, when they are functioning, to control it, that one unit should be required, which is almost like the CPU of the computer. So central processing, so that when they are taking the decision for the body. In case of human being, the several systems are there. You can see that the digestive, cardiovascular, integumentary, respiratory, so many systems, and which is controlled by the one system, that is the brain and the nerves, which give information to the other systems and show that the other system can work. In animal, control and coordination are provided by the nervous system and the muscular system. The nervous system, the unit of the nervous system is called neuron. Here you can see that one neuron. Here the different body parts, that the dendrite, which receives the impulses, different kind of impulses it can receive. This is the cell body, this is the nucleus, and after that this long action. This long action, it can be very long, it can be 1 meter. Throughout our body, it is covered with the myelin sheath, synaptic terminals. See that when another nerve will meet the end of the another one, so here this area is called synapse. So here some chemical information exchanges will be there, that will tell you. And then the next neuron will get the information and it goes. So this is the root. Here it comes, and after that, in this way the information goes. So information collection is here, and after that information goes another direction. Some specialized receptors are there in our sense organ, like eye. These are the rod and cone from the eye. Here is from the ear, this is the hearing, and from the nose, this is olfaction, smell, and this is for the taste, and this for the sensation or touch. So sensation reaches to the central nervous system through eyes, this is the sense organ, through ear, through skin, nose. Okay. So here the central nervous system will process, and then it gives the informations. Now, if I understand the transmission messages through neuron, then we have to understand at first that the first is information is collected. Information is already, it is told that information is collected by the dendrite, dendron, all this, and it is comes in the cell body. In cell body, it comes in the chemical forms. Chemical stage. Now, this chemical form, after that, it converts into electrical form. See that electrical form, and electrical form it moves in through action, and you know that it is very long. So electrical way it moves very fast. After that, when the synapse will reach, when the junction, here the post and pre-synaptic cells are there. Means in this area again it turns into chemical means. And after that again when it goes in electrical forms. So it is very easy to understand that chemical and electrical, again chemical, again electrical. In that way, it means electrochemical pathways. This impulses goes from the one place to another places. When it reaches to the muscle, so this is called neuromuscular junction. Let's see. Neuromuscular junction. Neuromuscular junction, here you can see that this is the nerve end. This action show that here it comes in electrical forms, and here's the muscle. See that this is the muscle and here's the junction. If we see it and if we give name that presynaptic terminals, because this is called synapse, and this part is the post, so that we can see that some synaptic vesicles. This information after that it is carried by some chemical means. Here one very common chemical, that is acetylcholine, ACH, acetylcholine. Acetylcholine will carry and it will cross that and it reach to the post synaptic, the areas, and after that it gradually converts into electrical mode. Here it gives the information to the muscles endoplasmic reticulum, which is called sarcoplasmic reticulum. Once again, sarcoplasmic reticulum. This sarcoplasmic reticulum will secrete calcium ion. When this calcium ion will secrete in the muscle, then muscle contraction will start. It means that it is the initiation of the muscle contraction. So when this information comes from the brain, then muscle will contract. Always remember that in our body, every muscle will contract from the command of brain, from the information which comes through the nerve. Otherwise, the muscle will not contract. So this is about the neuromuscular junction. So when the neuron and the muscle it's joins together, and this is called, this areas some chemical changes is there, so that the muscle can contract. Now in next part is reflex action. What is called reflex action? Reflex action is an autonomic, involuntary, very fast and often unconscious type of response, which brought about when sensory nerve ending are stimulated. So we have to understand all this. We know that various functions which is controlled by the brain. So you know that the brain is there and it reaches to the brain takes the decision, 1, 2, 3, 4, takes the decision. After that it is sorted by the brain and the decision comes again to the muscle, any other part of the body. You know that for that certain time is required, but you know in some situations when time is very less, so the information it does not go to the brain. There is some work which is done by the spinal cord. Let's take one example to understand. Here you can see that one person, when he is walking, you can see one snake is coming towards him. Look at here, distance is there. So this information from the eye it goes to the brain. Brain after that takes decision whether this person will attack or we can run in the. Okay, so this is this action by the brain and it is not a reflex action. Now what will be the reflex action? If this person suddenly will feel that the snake is in your leg, what will happen then? For this information it has no time to go to the brain. This person will jump from there. It means this instruction is given from the spinal cord. Spinal cord cannot process because it is not brain. it can give only one certain decision. Suppose here it's jump. Okay, uh, I mean jump to save from this animal. So, the second type, when the snake is here, in second type, when this person is jumping, it is because of reflex action. Let's see the book's diagram for the next. Very important diagram that you have to practice. Look at here. This is the one hot object. This person does not know that this is hot object. So when he will touch this sensation, it goes to the spinal cord because there is no time. Through the sensory nerve. Through the sensory nerve it goes, and after that immediate result will come. Immediate result come through the motor neuron. To keep away from this, so that the hand will come out immediately from this hot object. So you know that this is within the fraction of second. And look at here, this nerve, the sensory, the motor and the relay, and these three nerves is there, and here is the sectional view of spinal cord. This diagram is very important, very important, that you have to practice. Okay, so today up to here. Next day, human brain. Thank you.